Hi friends, it's Laura at Aquamarine18. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with something I feel like I haven't done for a little while, which is a deck unboxing, and I'm so excited about this one. I received in the mail my Green Glyphs Lenormand. I backed this deck on Kickstarter. Folks know that one of my 2020 goals is learning Lenormand, so I actually don't know how to work with it, but I will by the end of 2020. But I knew this deck was one that I wanted to work with for a number of reasons. One reason is quite simply that I love James R. Eads' work. I have both of his tarot decks, his playing card oracle as well, so I knew I wanted to work with this one. The other, and I'm going to make a video about gathering materials to learn Lenormand with, where I'll talk about this a little bit more. But the other is that there are aspects of the Lenormand system that I find to be inaccessible and unwelcoming, to be quite frank, that have kept me from learning the system for a long time. And the use of binary gendered significator cards is a big part of that. And I knew that from the start that this deck was going to have person cards in it, gender neutral person cards, and I was really excited about that. I feel like it opens up Lenormand in ways that I appreciate so much. And I'm going to talk about this again in another video where I talk about gathering my materials, but I want to learn Lenormand in a way that works for me and in a way that I can feel good about, and in a way that I can feel good about sharing with the people in my life and reading for the people in my life who might want that, and that feels good to me. And having the right tools to do that really mattered. And this deck coming out has contributed to me wanting to learn Lenormand in 2020. So I'm not going to have a lot to say in some ways about this deck because I don't have a lot of Lenormand decks to compare it to, and I don't really know how the system works, but I feel like I'm really grateful that this deck exists and that it came out at the time that it did, and it's kind of the nudge that I wanted to learn Lenormand now. And so I was an early bird Kickstarter backer, and then James R. Eads, I have to say, if you're watching this, you are the Kickstarter campaign master, because James just kept adding these add-ons, and I just kept upping my my pledge over and over again because there kept coming all these great things. So I was, initially like, I'll be the early bird backer and I won't spend very much money because I'm just learning Lenormand and, whatever. Well, and now we're here and I'm going to unbox this, and there's a whole bunch of extra goodies and I'm really excited. So here we go, unboxing the Green Glyphs Lenormand. This actually came a couple of days ago, but I was on the way out the door to go to my parents' house for the holidays, so I left it on my shelf unopened. I just snipped the tape, so this is the first time I'm opening it, and I'm really excited to share it. Okay, so just put my phone over there. Thank you card. And there's a stretchy dog. Thank you. And the bottom says dog at the bottom. From James. You're welcome. I'm so excited. Good packing. Everything's safe and sound. This took a long time to get here from when it was shipped, but obviously it's a very busy time of year. Okay, first goodie I ordered, which I thought would be very good to help me learn Lenormand, that I had never seen one like this before, was a house cloth for learning about the Grand Tableau in particular. I'm so excited. Holy shit, it's huge. Okay. This is the handmade, and they showed, on the campaign, they showed the screen printing of these cloths. This is the Lenormand house cloth, which, again, I don't know how to read Lenormand, but my understanding is that each space in the Grand Tableau is also associated with a particular card. And please correct me if you read Lenormand and I'm totally wrong, but my understanding is that each space in the Grand Tableau is associated with a particular card, but then you obviously shuffle and you draw a Grand Tableau, so you have kind of cards in the domain of other cards, if that makes sense. Again, I need to learn. So, yeah. Okay, next goodie. Satchel. This was a late add-on, I think, and it feels really, really nice. It's animal friendly. Thank you. Animal friendly. It's not real leather. It has a stamping of green glyphs. Can I make the... There we go. It's like stamped into the fabric. This is like fancy. And it's made with an extended tab, so you can do a 3-card reading on this piece here if you wanted to, and it wraps around the deck. So when the deck comes out, I'm going to see how it fits. Extra paper. Daryl loves. So that can go there. There's a sticker sheet. And this was a add-on. This was like a freebie add-on for everybody. I didn't pay to add this, but I love those. And I have a feeling that where these will probably go is in my day planner. This is a pouch. I'm assuming there was some extra cards added on in this campaign. So some of the cards, there's going to be 2 versions, like a regular version and a version with special foil, a shiny one. So these would be all of the extra cards. The cardstock is amazing. The foiling is really cool. I don't have anything like this. I'm so excited. Here's the gold foil dog card. That does really weird things to the lighting of the camera. I'm sorry. There's a gold foil dog card. There's a gold foil stars card. There's a, it's gold-ish, but it's kind of an interesting color. Sun card. And again, these are all things I have to learn. I don't really understand. I mean, I know that there were playing card associations with Lenormand, or are, but I don't really understand the associations. I don't know anything about them, but I'm so excited to learn with this deck and one or 2 others, but really this deck and one other, and I'll talk about that later. Red foil mountain card. I think this is one of the later successful add-on. What is that called? Not an add-on. Stretch goals. Stretch goals. That's the word. Some of these were stretch goals and some of them were add-ons. So I paid extra to add on the houses cloth, and I paid extra to add on the satchel. But these extra cards, including whole person. This is person number 2. This was one, knocking everything off. This was one of the first stretch goals, and I was like, I will add on whatever you give me to add on to make this happen. Person number 2. So that you can read with person number 1 and person number 2 and have no gendered significators if you don't want to. There was feedback from the backers about the silhouette of the person number 2, wanting to go for something potentially as kind of gender neutral as possible, which is great. I feel a little bit emotional about this unboxing in ways that I didn't expect when I decided to film this. But really, I feel really excited to learn Lenormand because there's decks like this in the world. And it's not the only deck of Lenormand that has, appealed to me for these reasons, but it's one of extremely few. So I am really grateful for this. And now I'm just fiddling with the plastic. This is the box that the deck is going to come in. So it has the glyphs on it, and there's some metallic ones. And it says Green Glyphs Lenormand includes 40 cards and an 80-page guidebook created by James R. Eads, first edition, 2019. And I just got it in the end of 2019. Good end to the year. The box, how does this work? It's a magnet box. So it opens like this. The inside has a little message here, which I will read. It says, "There are many paths that have led you here, and there are many paths that lead away from here. May these cards recall the paths you have traveled. May they illuminate the paths that need guidance. And may they reveal that there are some paths better left unknown." James R. Eads. It smells like new deck. This is going to be, I'm just looking at, it's been 10 minutes. This is going to be like the fastest unboxing ever because I don't know how to use Lenormand yet, so I feel like I have less to say except for just being excited. So here's the guidebook. It's a nice size. It is full color. Something that's interesting about this deck that I just flipped open to that I thought would make it good to learn with is that it has some color coding where gold or yellow cards are positive, cards that are predominantly orange or brown are unfortunate, and there's some neutral ones also. And he says that there are some that tend to be unfortunate, some that are generally positive, and some that are generally neutral. And I think color coding is really useful way to learn, especially when you have them like laid out together in a bigger one, which I'm sure I'm not going to get to like for months, but we'll see. So all the cards have these keywords, energy, and there's example combinations as well, which is really helpful because Lenormand is all about interpreting in combination and in sequence, not like single card draws. So the reading in combination is going to be crucial, I think. So for card number 28, and all the Lenormand cards are numbered, and I don't yet know the significance of the numbers, but I will learn. But for card number 28 can be the gentleman or the person or the lady 2. And card number 29 can be the lady or the gentleman, or I think the person as well. I think there's going to be a person for both. So I'm really excited. The guidebook has different how-tos, reading with triplets, chaining and mirroring, reading in a line, using the inset pips, which again I don't really know anything about, but I will learn, grand tableau, and so on. And there's lots in here. So I do have one just Lenormand book that is not deck specific, that is just a book on its own, Caitlin Matthews' book. But this is going to be a really good learning resource for me also. That will be one of my main learning resources. So the cards are in this, I like a thumb hole to get them out. And in the bottom, there's the dog. That's cool. The cards are edged in a metallic copper that goes really well, in my opinion, with the green, the green color that is the main color of the deck. Here's the backs. Green Glyphs. And as far as I know, there are no reversals whatsoever in Lenormand. So the fact that they're non-reversible is like irrelevant. Yeah, so I guess I'll just do a quick flick through again. I really don't know much about Lenormand, so I can't like say. I know that there is significance. I will say the little bit that I know. I know that there's significance in terms of some cards, like the ways that they're facing. Whether something is coming in from the left or in from the right. Or who's kind of facing who and things like this. I don't know enough about Lenormand to say, like, if any of these particular kind of depictions are traditional or non-traditional, or one traditional to one kind of Lenormand system or another. Like, I don't know. So I'm just going to admire their beauty and be excited about the inclusivity of this deck, because that's like just where I'm at right now. So card number 1 is the Rider. I like the rider. I like that there's the moon there. And like just the statue, like just, or statue, shadow, sorry, like just the little details. Card number 2 is the clover. Card number 3 is the ship. There it is. Card number 3 is the ship. Card number 4, house. It's an inviting little house. Card number 5 is the tree. I love that tree. Card number 6 is the clouds, and so this one has a reddish, like it would be an unfortunate card, I guess, like clouds rolling in. I think that's interesting. Number 7 is the snake. 8, coffin. Number 9, the bouquet, a happy card. 10, the scythe, and I believe this is one of the ones that the direction it's going matters. So it's going to the right, like cutting into the right. The scythe. Number 11 is the whip. 12 is the birds. I like that, like mostly empty space is interesting. Birds. 13 is the child. And the child has like a little toy glyph, maybe? Child. The fox. The bear. 2 bears, I guess. The stars. So just to compare, like you could use either one in the deck between the sparkly and the regular. I think I'm inclined to like maybe frame the foiled ones and use the matte ones just so that they're consistent. I like when all of the cards feel the same. Stars. Stork. Dog, and the dog features through the box too. Tower. And here tower doesn't have one of the negative colors on it. So different than tarot, I'm sure. Tower. Garden. Mountain. Paths. Mice. Heart, and I like that it's an anatomical heart as opposed to like a heart like the Jack of Hearts up here. Oh, sorry, I missed one. Ring. Book. Letter. The letter kind of looks like it has a... It almost looks like it has a geomancy figures on the letter. I have to look at the guidebook for that. So here's the gentleman, number 28. And so here it's Ace of Hearts, number 28. And the add-on person number 2 is 28 also. So you could substitute this one out. The lady is number 29. Lily. sun, moon. I love that moon. That's on the sticker sheet. The key, fish. These fish remind me of, there's fish on my extra bonus card in my Prisma Visions tarot. So these fish are a little bit similar. Fish, anchor, cross. The lady 2 and the gentleman 2. Okay, I want to pull out the people cards in a second just to see, because I have a feeling like what he did here. I have a feeling. The lady and the gentleman 2, and then there was also the person number 29, which was always included. So there was always going to be one person card, but backers asked for a second one, and that was the first stretch goal. And like when it was added, the campaign was like very, very close to that first stretch goal. So it was like, yes, there will be a second person card. And that like felt really good as a backer too, because it's like people are asking for this, you know, from a place of wanting something inclusive, and, you know, the creator is listening, and I appreciate that so, so much. And then relatedly, card number 36 is the albatross. And I believe card number 36, the albatross, is there for those who do not want to work with card number 36 because of the religious imagery in the traditional depiction, which is the cross. So the albatross being offered as kind of a secular alternative, which is also just thoughtful. The cross imagery isn't something that like I would want to take out necessarily, I say, without knowing how to work with Lenormand or what the association is in the deck, but like I don't think I'll have a problem with that, but someone like really might, so I appreciate that. So just to see, I think I know what he's done, and I just want to see. Okay, so there is in the deck, all of the significator cards are Ace of Spades or Ace of Hearts. There is a gentleman. Come on. There is a gentleman for 28, Ace of Hearts, and there is a gentleman for 29, Ace of Spades. So you could use those together if you wanted. There is a lady at 28, Ace of Hearts, and there is a lady, 29, Ace of Spades. So you could use those together if you want, 28 and 29. Exactly what I wanted. There is a person, 28, and there's a person, 29, with the Ace of Hearts and Ace of Spades, respectively. So you could use just the two person cards together. You could have one lady and one person, one man and one person, a lady and a gentleman, two ladies, all with one of them being the 28 Ace of Hearts and one of them being the 29 Ace of Spades, which I understand to be significant given that, you know, this is a system wherein the numbers mean something, right? So I'm really happy about this deck. I feel really lucky to have it. I'm looking forward to learning Lenormand because I feel like this is one of the very few decks in the world that I want to work with to learn Lenormand. So thank you, James R. Eads, for this. I appreciate it so much. I'm not going to shuffle it and draw a card because I don't know how to read Lenormand and I don't know what I would say. So I will just finish by showing how this deck, and I put in all of the significators just for now because I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll change. I put in all the gentlemen and ladies and people in here as well as the cross card and the matte versions of each card in here. And they just fit so nicely into the satchel, which I can then just wrap up like so. And off I go on my Lenormand learning journey. I am so excited. Thank you so much for watching this walkthrough and unboxing if you stuck with me this far. Let me know in the comments below if you love Lenormand, what some of your favorite decks are, if you backed this deck and you've been working with it already and what you think of it, if it's a deck that you're interested in. Always happy to have those kind of conversations. If you're learning Lenormand, I know there's some others learning Lenormand in 2020 as well. If you're learning Lenormand in this coming year or working on improving your Lenormand skills, I look forward to having conversations with you throughout the year and learning together. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and have a wonderful day. Bye.